Men have the most contradicting personalities because while they do act like they're starving and quite literally take what they can get, they also have this mindset of everything is always going to work out for me. And the reason why I say that is because while I do believe that most men don't truly like women, they do understand that at the end of life, at the end of their life rather, there will be a woman desperate enough to take care of them and to have their children. And that's their insurance policy. Most women are in a man's life just in case some shit happens. Most men don't want to be in quote unquote committed relationships because being in relationships with women requires work and men don't want to work. How they say like women get with men hoping that they change and men get with women hoping that they don't is absolutely true. I say it all the time. Most people who are in couples are not compatible. Physically, they like each other. But outside of physicality, they have zero things in common. The value system is completely different. And men know how to finesse their way into situations by giving dick, money, time, attention, and all of the other different things. And sometimes it can be at a bare minimum of not doing much at all. But they do just enough to hook a woman or at least to love bomb her into thinking like he's capable of being a particular kind of man. And because most women are raised with a scarcity mindset of they also need to hurry up and find somebody, they most times will settle for anything. And that's why you have married couples constantly getting divorced. It's over 50% that most people don't make it nowhere fast. That's not by coincidence. It's because most of these people get into these situations being hopeful instead of being logical and strategic about what the fuck they're doing. If you knew that most of these niggas only want you as a nurse and a purse at the end of their life and to have some kids come to their funeral just to acknowledge that they were here and that they were a human being and maybe liked or loved by somebody, you would stop having their babies and getting married to them. Your nigga don't love you if he cannot honor you and have some type of integrity. Your man don't like you if he can't sit down and have conversations with you about the things that are upsetting him or the things that are upsetting him about the relationship. Your man does not like you if he does not want to protect your feelings. And how many women can honestly say that they have been in these kind of situations with men and these same type of men still want access to women in their body parts, but they don't want to respect the same kind of women they want access to, but they know somebody will take the bare minimum. And as long as they know how to manipulate and to weasel their way into these insecure, lonely, desperate, and destitute women's lives, they will be okay. A mediocre man will never go hungry as long as there is a desperate woman at the end of the rainbow for him. And that is the unfortunate truth. Relationships are not hard, I promise you. When you get people who are equally yoked in the same situation, who have the same amount of intention and like towards one another, you cannot lose. There's literally no way for you to lose because even when you are in fucked up situations, you're willing to communicate. Even in fucked up situations, you're still willing to respect the person that you're with because that should be your friend first, right? Most men don't even see women as human beings. They see you as a sex utility and somebody to use for acts of service. The average person, we're not talking about the outliers. Most women will never get a great man. Most men tolerate women. They do not like women. They couldn't tell you where the clitoris, where the urethra, or where the fucking labia is. But they want to get in that coochie real bad. And most of the times, I don't even think it's because they truly enjoy it. I think it's just the power play. Niggas get off on saying that they can niggas get off on the fact that they have dominated or conquered a woman's body or had access to a woman's body. They understand how precious your body is, but you don't. You willingly give it up to them. You willingly give them kids all willy motherfucking nilly. And you don't understand. You never create permanent motherfucking attachments to a nigga. Men are to be enjoyed at best. They are not to be possessed. Ever. Yes, I want to create amazing memories. Yes, I want to have amazing sex. Yes, I want to have great laughs, and I want to, I really want to have an experience, but I'm not pressed for a relationship. If you can't share space with me outside of the idea of having to possess me, I don't want to be with you. I talked to a nigga and he was younger than me. He was interested, but he was younger than me. And I essentially told him this. Do you know, he got so fucking furious. I was like, I think you need to call me back. Because I could hear it all in his voice. He started saying that, he felt like he was more mature because he was the one who wanted a relationship and I'm the one who didn't. And I'm just like, babe, like at the end of the day, me wanting something different, or even you wanting something different outside of outside of the existence that I want to live, doesn't make either of us bad people. It just makes us a bad match. And that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to change you into anything. I'm not trying to coerce you to be what I want you to be. You're either capable or you're not. Anytime a man has a woman in his life, whether it be for a short time or a long time, 9 times out of 10, she is bringing value to that situation in some way, shape, or form. Most men are with women out of ego. It don't got shit. Most men are with you because it's just like, yo, you can benefit me in some way, shape, or form. Most men don't get into situations thinking like, oh my God, I can't wait to show this woman how amazing human being I am and how I can pour into her and how I can give her this, that, and the third, and da-da-da. And if he does go into it with that mindset, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time, if he's going into it with that mindset, he like, yeah, I'm doing all of this so you can give me something in return. People need to understand that every relationship that you have with somebody is transactional, and that's good, fine, and well, but it's the intention behind the transaction that's supposed to make sense. But yeah, like, I don't mean to get off track, but I accept men for who they are. I do not try to change them. I don't try to coerce them into being anything outside of what they already are. I only deal or meet people at their motherfucking level. There are some people who I can only have small talk with, and there is other people where I can expound on a variety of different topics. And we just keep going and going and flowing and flowing. And it's just like, fuck, this shit is electric. But even that is very rare. I don't get caught up in the idea of who I want people to be. I just accept them for who they are. But I think, too, a lot like men. I think like, yo, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I do always think it's going to always work out for me. Like, regardless of what, or regardless of who's standing here, it doesn't matter. It's why most men are able, like, a lot of women are upset at the fact that, oh my God, he moved on so fast. He didn't really see you as a person with emotions who would be hurt by the things that he's doing and saying. And he was just like, you know what? I'm kind of getting tired of this situation, or yeah, maybe you caught me and he allowed you to either go your own separate way, or he had to leave because he's just like, okay, you served your purpose and now I'm moving on. They don't see you as people. They don't acknowledge you as sentient human beings that, you know what I'm saying, have emotions and feelings and really want to be cared for. Should you decide to enter into something serious with someone, but they don't see it like that. And I don't force them to try to see it like that. It is what the fuck it is. You'll stop crying about people in your past, and you'll stop crying about expecting different kind of things from men in your future once you just realize this is just who the fuck they are. If you happen to come across an amazing man who exceeds your expectations, then great. I'm not telling you not to shoot for the stars. I'm just saying, if you are a woman who wants a man who provides something outside of just like dick and money, baby, it's gonna be a little minute. And I'm right there with you, sister. It's gonna be a little minute. That's why I had to stop motherfucking drinking, because I was drinking and I was thinking to myself like, damn, I just want a nigga to come motherfucking rearrange my goddamn insides. The whole time it's just like, while I do have my wants and my needs and different kind of things like that, it's just like the juice don't be worth the squeeze. All I got is a nigga saying that he was able to come over here and to fucking beat my motherfucking guts in, but I'm not really gaining anything from the situation at all. You know, I mean, yeah, a nigga could be like a late Saturday, but he can't be my early Sunday. We can't sit and chat and talk it up, chat it up about like real life and what's going on and have fun. And it's just, it don't be worth it. And it has nothing to do with me being like this, like the morality police, like, or having a superiority complex when it comes to like, you know, people having casual sex and different kind of things like that, because you're gonna do what you're gonna do. But it's just like, I don't know, the niggas just don't be worth it. Like, they don't be worth it. They don't be, even like just for a casual thing, like people essentially just don't make it worth your time to even engage in that kind of situation with them. So me, I just stay out the way and I just see it for what it is. I don't bother putting myself in situations that can't serve me on a high level. So while there will be women who do settle for mediocre situations and men who convince them to do it, I personally won't be falling in line with that. But what I want women to understand is, if you are going to be with a man, you need to make sure he's doing the most, because there is a woman he would do the most for. I can't promise that this man is going to love you to the end of time, but at least you can get the best bang for your buck if you pick a man who is willing to do the most for you, even if he has fleeting feelings. You get me? Because there is a woman he would perform for. There is a woman he would do the most for. And if you are not that woman, then baby, I would say personally, you're wasting your time. But we all have different set of standards and expectations of what we feel like people should bring to our lives. I'm just saying, I would hope for the best outcome for you if you just thought smarter and got with a man who truly liked you, even if it ain't gonna be forever.